General Hospital spoilers reveal that Christina Corinthos Davis is already carrying a lot of guilt when it comes to her baby's demise and the mess that Alexis Davis is now in. Molly Lansing Davis has been blaming Christina for everything, so that's adding to her sister's struggles. It's true that Christina has made some bad decisions lately, but it's not her fault she accidentally fell out a window. Likewise, Christina didn't force Alexis to take the gun out of her purse and stupidly dispose of it in front of witnesses. That said, Christina has to live with the fact that her baby might have survived if she hadn't gone to Ava Jerome's hotel suite that day. If Christina hadn't stolen that weapon, then Alexis also wouldn't have gotten rid of it and landed behind bars. Christina recently opened up to Felicia Scorpio about at least some of the issues she's dealing with. Although Christina obviously couldn't get into the gun drama, she shared her guilt over her lost little girl and got Felicia's support. It's good to see Christina taking some positive steps for her mental health, but she may crumble all over again due to the next Davis family blow. It looks like Sam McCall may dive into the choppy river for that gun and face a grim fate in the process. What happens once Molly holds Christina responsible for the death of their oldest sister, too? Molly may argue that it would have been better for Christina to never have been born since she's brought so much pain and destruction. Sam's grisly outcome may push Christina over the edge and make her tempted to just end it all. Alexis was previously afraid that the gun in Christina's purse was something she intended to use on herself, so that may have been foreshadowing things a bit. Will Christina sink to a low point and feel like she has nothing left to live for? Could Christina become the next character to wind up on the GH rooftop ready to jump? If that's the case, maybe it could be Molly who talks Christina off the ledge in a touching twist. Molly might beg Christina not to make her mourn another sister after Sam and admit they really need each other. It could be a moving way for Christina and Sam to finally start fixing the problems between them down the road. Regardless, Christina may need more mental help once Sam dies, so we'll bring you predictions on whether she might check into a psychiatric facility. General Hospital spoilers hint that Sam's tragedy will bring a tough setback for all the Davis girls, so stay tuned for updates on the trouble that sad news will cause. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. Also, General Hospital spoilers indicate that Rick Lansing and Nina Reeves have quite the past. Although Nina was recently married to Rick's brother, Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, there was a time she was married to Rick himself. But Rick only married Nina for her vast fortune and was in cahoots with her mother, Madeline Reeves, with whom he was sleeping with. Rick and Nina seem to get along better these days. After all, it was Rick that Nina thought to call when Ava Jerome was in desperate need of a good lawyer. Nina and Rick won't likely ever have any kind of romantic relationship, since Rick only has eyes for Elizabeth Weber. Meanwhile, Nina is sleeping with Drew Quartermain, and is quite focused on that for the time being. GH spoilers, Rick Hurst almost married Cynthia Watros. Years ago, Rick Hurst played the role of Alan Michael Spaulding on Guiding Light. While he was on that show, Watros auditioned for the role of Lucy. Lucy was involved with Alan Michael, and the pair eventually married. But Watros lost the role to Samia Satra. But things worked out for Watros, who was eventually hired to play Annie Dutton. But Hurst said he really liked Watros when she auditioned for Lucy. Everything worked out for the best, because Watros ended up winning an Emmy for her portrayal of Annie. General Hospital spoilers, what's next for Rick Lansing and Nina Reeves? While a romance between Rick and Nina seems unlikely at the moment, they will continue to interact since he finally agreed to represent her good friend Ava. Meanwhile, Rick has never really gotten over Elizabeth, but he may have competition once Lucky Spencer finally returns to Port Charles. Meanwhile, Nina has her hands full trying to keep Drew far away from her daughter Willow Tate. GH spoilers, what do you think? Would you like to see Nina and Rick together? Will Rick win Elizabeth's heart this time? And what will happen once Willow learns Nina and Drew have been sleeping together? Anything can happen in Port Charles, so stay tuned to General Hospital airing weekdays on ABC. However, General Hospital spoilers reveal that Nina Reeves saw an opportunity and took full advantage of it. When Drew Quartermaine was feeling frustrated over his lack of family image in the September 17 episode, Nina quickly volunteered to be the new woman on his arm. Drew's opponent is trotting a family around to help with the campaign, but Drew doesn't have a spouse and doesn't want to use Scout Quartermaine as a prop. That's why Nina has offered to make appearances with Drew so that people will start making power couple assumptions. Of course, GH fans have to consider what Nina's endgame is here. Nina has multiple motives when it comes to staying in Drew's orbit, including distracting him from Willow Corinthos and preserving her marriage to Michael Corinthos. However, Nina's motives are obviously about herself on some level too, since she wants to get closer to Drew. This is a good way to do that while boosting Drew's campaign and keeping his attention of Willow, so everybody wins, at least in Nina's mind. Deep down, Nina may already be making a prediction about becoming Mrs. Drew Quartermaine and making her role by Drew's side a permanent one. Will Nina settle on some wedding plans and hope she can position herself to become Drew's bride at some point? Nina might even do some fantasizing and imagine the bright future she could have as the potential congressman's wife. Naturally, it seems like Nina is forgetting about the fact this whole situation is going to cause plenty of awkwardness. What'll happen once Willow's seeing all the power couple buzz in the media and watching Nina cozy up to Drew on the campaign trail? If Nina were to actually marry Drew down the road, that could make things even worse. It's already messed up for Willow to have a crush on Michael's uncle, but what if Drew becomes her stepfather? General Hospital spoilers say Nina and Willow's bond may be on the verge of crashing and burning, so stick with us for updates on any bad news that might be on the way. Plus, in General Hospital's preview for the week of September 23 to 30, Alexa's only hope for freedom is to send Sonny away for good. Read on for the scoop and watch the teaser video. In Pentonville, Martin meets with Alexis and tells her that her only chance of winning this case is to prove John Cates was murdered by the man paying him to represent her. Last week, Sonny called Martin back to town to take Alexis' case, but it could be his undoing. Christina has wanted to come clean with the truth about the night of Cates' murder, that the gun was hers, well, Sonny's, and she took her mom's car. However, Alexis forbade her from making a statement as it would only make things worse. Coming up, Chase tells Dante that Christina is hiding something, and she was willing to talk until he got in the way. The promo then heads to Africa. Poor, beaten-up Lucky is still in his cell. After a hallucination of Elizabeth, he was driven to escape and perhaps return to Port Charles. But it appears he hasn't picked that lock. However, it looks like the cavalry has finally come to save Lucky. Anna and Jason were invited to Sidwell's compound, thanks to Holly, but the criminal knows Jason and Anna aren't who they say they are. It ends with Holly slapping Sidwell, and Jason begins to attack Sidwell's men. However, General Hospital spoilers hint that Sam McCall and Kelly Monaco's days are numbered in the land of Port Charles. News hit earlier this month that the actress is set to leave the soap, and the character will be killed off. As fans wait on pins and needles for the proverbial final shoe to drop, a social media post offers clues on the date GH viewers can expect Sam to meet her demise. General Hospital spoilers: Cosette Abenant is back in the studio. GH spoilers remind fans it's been a hot minute since Scout Quartermaine has been seen in town. She's likely living her best life somewhere between her mom's house and the Quartermaine mansion, but it's all been off the canvas. The young actress who plays Sam and Drew Quartermain's offspring, Cosette Abinant, recently posted a picture of herself, along with Scout's on-screen brother, Danny Morgan, and stepbrother Rocco Falconeri, on her Instagram story. The music playing in the background was Eminem's Without Me. However, it was especially interesting that the song was playing at the pivotal part of the song that goes, "Guess who's back again?" GH spoilers. Scout Quartermain will play a pivotal role in Sam McCall's passing. The IG story was uploaded the afternoon of Thursday, September 19, and fans know that GH films about 6 weeks ahead of time. If Cosette is back on set, this likely means that she's filming goodbye scenes for Sam, as Scout is the character's only daughter and youngest child. 6 weeks from now is in and around November, and fans also know that soaps wait for their biggest storylines to implode during a sweeps month. In addition, Cosette, Asher, and Finn are on GA's hospital set, so it's clear that the trio could be at General Hospital filming potential goodbye scenes on that set with Sam, if the character has landed in an accident which has caused her demise. This week, Sam told Dante Falconeri that she was planning a dive into the river to retrieve the gun her mom threw over the bridge. This very action has landed Alexis Davis in Pentonville, pinning her to John Jagger Cates' shooting, and Sam is looking to clear her mom's name and restore peace and order in her family. Many fans have since speculated that this could be how things end for Sam, but it's likely that the character will do this sooner rather than later. So perhaps she ends up saving the day before officially exiting storylines. Will you miss Sam McCall when she's gone? Furthermore, General Hospital spoilers reveal that we've got some comings and goings news for you, so let's start with one actor's status. In August, we reported on Charles Major being added to the ABC.com cast bio page, which seemingly indicated that he'd been upped from recurring to a contract role. Based on the end credits of the September 20 episode, now it's official that Major is on contract. That's great news if you're a fan of Brennan, who manages to straddle that line of charming and devious so beautifully. Brennan should be getting plenty of airtime and storylines in the months ahead, so we'll see what that means for his relationship with Carly Spencer. Will Carly and Brennan finally head into romantic territory? Things are complicated between Brennan and Carly, but that's pretty much the norm in Port Charles. There's a good chance another complex romance will be highlighted soon since Martin Gray is back in town. Martin returned to represent Alexis Davis after Sonny Corinthos summoned him, so it's only a matter of time until he runs into his ex, Lucy Coe. GH spoilers say Lucy will school Natalia Ramirez on some history during the week of September 23 to 27, so that may involve spilling about her past romance with Martin and how it blew up. The September 23 episode will also bring another appearance from Terry Randolph, who'll face Portia Robinson's angry questions and concerns over the rehiring of Brad Cooper in the lab. In other comings and goings news, the show recently dropped some hints about Sam McCall potentially facing a grim fate in a diving accident. Sam indeed plans to dive for the gun Alexis Davis dumped in a dangerous river, which could be a disaster waiting to happen. Since Sam is exiting this fall, we'll bring you updates as more details emerge on her departure. There will be more Lulu Spencer info to report as well since we're getting closer to Alexa Haven's debut in the recast role. Lulu's autumn comeback will shake things up, so stick with us for predictions on just how much. General Hospital spoilers say Lucky Spencer will find out about Lulu's liver problems during the week of September 23 to 27, so that'll certainly motivate him to escape and help if possible. Moreover, General Hospital fans think they understand what is going on in Port Charles. Sonny shot and killed Jagger, but he let Alexis, the mother of one of his children, take the fall for it because Sonny is the most noble person in town, and he really thinks this is for the best, so it must be. Or something like that. It sounds horrible. It almost makes Sonny look horrible, and we can't have that. So what if what's going on is much more than what is currently meeting the eye? Is Jagger really dead? Think of all the people in Port Charles who have come back from that seemingly permanent state, everyone from Mayor Laura to Little Willie. And who declared Jagger dead? Michael. The guy who can barely form complete sentences without running to his mommy or daddy for help. Michael said Jagger had no pulse. That is not evidence of death I would accept without question. So if Jagger is faking his death, why would he do it? And who is helping him? Well, the feds. They're covering up that their agent is still alive, also Sonny. Yes, we said it. Sonny is working with Jagger. He is allowing himself to be used by the feds to protect the love of his life. Bait and switch. No, not Carly. Carly is there to provide alibis and enable Sonny, not vice versa. And obviously not Nina or Alexis. You've seen how he treats the non-Carly women in his life. Sonny would only do something this extreme for one person. Jason. Jason sacrificed years of his life to protect Carly. So now Sonny is working with the most horrible people on the plan, law enforcement, to protect Jason. He does them this favor, and Jason's slate is wiped clean. Did you think Sonny would really kill a man in cold blood? What kind of mobster do you think he is? As well as General Hospital spoilers gossip Lucky Spencer is due to arrive back in Port Charles soon, and the fans can't help but swoon over the thought of him sticking around. The more that rumors circulate that other characters, like Sam McCall, have to go for GH to afford bringing OGs like Jackson back, the more they long for him to become a permanent part of the mix. Lucky is always running away, and this time some fans are hoping his near-death experience with Jen Sidwell will leave him feeling like it's time to stay closer to home and stop chasing so much danger. Lucky is more like his father than many of us want to admit. Earlier in his life, it seemed like he was going to take after his mom, Laura Collins. He was nurturing and kind, soft-spoken, and a friend to everyone. But the more he dove into the side of himself that looks like his dad, the more mistakes and enemies he made. Now, he keeps running from them. Sound familiar? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.